And even though it isn't Christmas, let us love one another, let us love. Just a day, no special name, no pretty presents, no pretty presents to exchange, but make it a good day, just the same. Let us love one another, let us love. Do 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 do, do 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 ba do do do, do 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 ba da da, ba da ba da ba ba ba, ba da ba ba, do ba do ba do do, da 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 da. No special greeting for today. No happy Easter, no Merry Christmas, only how are you today? Let's make it a good day. Anyway, let us love one another, let us love. Just singing this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, singing way down in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Way down in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, way down in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's sing that chorus again. Say, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, well, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, yeah. Let us love and let light shine. Well, this is a song that I wrote years ago. It really came to me today as I was outside negotiating the cold. It's called Living in the Shadows. Sunset on the highway, evening coming down. Cold air of winter hits as the season turns around. There's bad news on the radio, echoes from the past. We're on the ice and moving way too fast. We're living in the shadows, time is on our side. We must make some changes if we plan to survive. Our choices lie before us, visions cross the sand, standing at a crossroad with the future in our hand. Living in the shadows of the promised land, living in the shadows, trying to get a picture of the plan. Looking for the answer, oh, knocking on the door. Living in the shadows, wondering if we're any closer than we were before. Oh, than we were before. We learn our lessons one by one, fragments at a time. The world is like a puzzle of infinite design. We fight to own the pieces as we play that nation game. Think ourselves so different, but we're really quite the same. Living in the shadows of the promised land, living in the shadows, trying to get a picture of the plan. Oh, we're looking for the answer, knocking on the door. Living in the shadows, trying to get a little closer than we were before. Than we were before. The journey is not easy, the road is never clear. So much we don't understand about our presence here. But the promised land is not a dream, it's what we choose to be. Chance to show that we can grow beyond what we can see. Living in the shadows of the promised land, living in the shadows, trying to get a picture of the plan. Oh, we're looking for the answer, knocking on the door. Living in the shadows, trying to get a little closer than we were before. Living in the shadows. Well, there are lots of shadows now that actually the days are beginning to get shorter or longer. Longer. They're getting longer. Yes, they feel shorter. But the ice is with us and the cold is with us. But the amazing thing is that even though we are unable to really join together and gather in concert halls and in churches and places where, it's still not safe, we can still join each other here. And I thought I would do a song in honor of one of those mentors that gave me so much wisdom and energy in his time here on earth. I had a friendship for about 28 years with the remarkable Pete Seeger. And Pete and Toshi were wonderful, wonderful friends and mentors of mine. I met Pete Seeger a long time ago when I was on a concert that he was headlining in Philadelphia. And I got there nice and early, and I was all excited. We were playing earlier in the show, and I was wandering backstage. And because Pete had a habit of leaving his banjo out, and usually in really bad places, that night before the concert, I almost stepped on his banjo. Yes, and that's actually how I met him. He was sitting not too far away, and he saw me almost step on the banjo, and he came over and he says, "Oh, guess I shouldn't leave it out there, should I?" And I said, "Well, no." And he said, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Reggie Harris." And he said, extended his hand. He said, I'm Pete Seeger." And I said, "I know who you are. Everybody knows who you are." But over the course of years, so many concerts, so many songs, This is one of my favorites of his. It's a song that I love singing these days because it just reminds me of how song makes its way in the world. And we have to remember to let it do its work. Sing it with me. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh. Well, I've got a hammer, and I got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, well, I've got a hammer, and I got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we're going to have some time later to have you kind of chime in and maybe have a conversation. You'll have a chance to maybe ask some questions or just kind of share kind of what's on your mind tonight. I'm just kind of picking songs. Well, actually, I guess the theme of this could be love. It could be dreams. We are heading into Black History Month coming up, and I've been talking a lot in my concerts and in my work with schools about, of course, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and focusing on the fact that he had a dream. That amazing speech that he made on August the 29th, 1963. I tell them the story about the fact that I was 11 years old. And on that particular day, I was outside playing in front of my house. Actually, I was playing on the street, which was a very busy street. My mother was always very nervous about me being out there because cars and trucks came and went very quickly. But we always promised, my friends and I, that we would stay on the sidewalk. And that day, I was outside early, and I was playing catch with some friends of mine. Actually, we were playing a game called Running Bases. And I was dreaming about being someday the center fielder for the Philadelphia Phillies. And as we all know, that dream didn't come true. Although growing up, I played lots and lots and lots of baseball and had great fun doing it. And a lot of my heroes growing up were baseball players. And but on that particular day, I was out trying to practice my skills so I could become the center fielder for the Philadelphia Phillies, who played only about a mile south of my house in Connie Mack Stadium there in Philadelphia. I lived on 17th Street, and during the summer, when the Phillies were home, buses from faraway places like Wilkes-Barre and Bloomsburg and Scranton and other towns out in Pennsylvania would come down my street because it was the best street to get to Connie Mack Stadium. So lots of Phillies fans would be coming right by the house, and we'd be outside playing and playing and playing and playing. But on that day, I was outside and I was up the street, and at one point I heard my mother call, and I heard her voice. She was home for vacation. She worked in a factory making clothes for boys for years and years and years, and that was her week off. And so I heard her call as I was playing, but we were having so much fun. So I decided that I was going to try to get away with not answering. I thought maybe she wanted me to run to the store or something and do some chore. And so when she called, Reggie, I just kept playing. And my friend Leonard said, isn't that your mom? And I said, shh, maybe she'll change your mind and send my sister to the store. And so we just kept playing. And about 2 minutes later, I heard again, Reggie. Well, I still didn't answer. And my friends were getting nervous. And they said, you better go. And I said, no, she'll ask my sister. I didn't know what she wanted. At any rate, the next time she called, she used my whole name. Reginald Samuel Harris. Get down this street. The full name means go right away. And so I ran down the street and I got there and she said, didn't you hear me calling you? And I said, well, yes. And she says, you need to be obedient, young man. Get in this house. And I thought she was going to punish me. But in fact, she just said, go in and sit next to your sister on the sofa. And so I did. And I thought, what are we sitting on the sofa in the middle of the day for? And my sister said, we're going to watch TV. And I said, oh, well, that's great. Maybe we're going to, but my grandmother was there, so I knew we weren't going to watch cartoons. My mother came back in the room and she said, we're going to watch a special event today. We're going to watch an event called the March on Washington. Now, of course, the full name was the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. And I had no idea it was going on that day. We didn't know anybody who was going to go, or at least I didn't think I did. But we sat down and we turned on the television, which of course was not like TV today. You know, TVs today, we have these big widescreen TVs and they just take up the entire wall or you know, of course we're also, many of us still watching things on our phones, which I said I'd never do. But TV then was only slightly bigger than the phone. I mean, TVs then were, you know, about a screen that big, and it was made of glass, of course, so we had to be careful not to throw the ball in the house and hit the screen and hear, Reginald Samuel Harris! That was another. Well, we sat and we watched, and all I could see on that TV screen, which of course was in black and white, was that there were lots and lots of people in Washington, D.C. I didn't know that there were 250,000 people. And of course, it was an amazing, extraordinary day. And it was a day some parts of America began to change. Because as we know, people who had come to Washington to actually do a whole day of reflection on what we could be as a nation. And there were lots of people that went that day. And there were lots of singers and speakers. And of course, late in the afternoon, one of the last speakers of the day was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was just a young minister who had been called to a church in Montgomery, Alabama. And after Rosa Parks had sat down on that bus, he was elected the president of the Montgomery, Improvement Association, and those folks who began to work for freedom, and of course eventually becoming the leader of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and becoming an icon for peace and justice all around the world. And song, of course, was such an incredible part of that entire movement. They sang this song that day. I believe those young people who were called the Freedom Singers sang this song. woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Sing it with me, say, woke up this morning with my mind, say, stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind, stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind, stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, I'm singing and I'm praying with my mind. Stayed on freedom. I'm singing and praying with my mind. Stayed on freedom. I'm singing and praying with my mind. Stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. You know you gotta walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk with your mind on freedom. Walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk up with your mind on freedom. Oh, you gotta walk, 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 and then you'll talk, 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 talk. You gotta talk, talk with your mind on freedom. Talk, talk, you gotta talk, talk, you gotta talk, talk with your mind on freedom. Oh, talk, 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 talk. Oh, well, there ain't no harm to keep your mind. Oh, keep it stayed on freedom. There ain't no harm to keep your mind stayed on freedom. Ain't no harm to keep your mind. Well, keep it stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, you gotta walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk with your mind on freedom. Walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk, you gotta walk, walk with your mind on freedom. Oh, walk, 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 walk. In the talk, talk, you gotta talk, talk, you gotta talk, talk with your mind on freedom. Talk, talk, you gotta talk, talk, you gotta talk, talk with your mind on freedom. Oh, talk, 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 talk. Oh, well, I woke up this morning with my mind. Yeah, now it's stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind. It was stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind. Oh, it was stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Oh, good singing out there. Yes, indeed. Well, on that same day, the amazing Odetta stepped to the stage. And she sang a song that had been around for a few hundred years. I'm on my way. Oh, let's move that up a little. I'm on my way to Freedom Land. I'm on my way to Freedom Land, to Freedom freedom land. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to freedom land. Freedom land. I'm on my way. Oh, yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I won't turn back. I'm on my way. Hey, hey, I won't turn back. Well, I'm on my way. I won't turn back. No, no, I'm on my way. Oh, yes, I'm on my way. I asked my mother to go with me. I asked my father to go with me. I asked my sister, oh, to go with me. Oh, I'm on my way. Oh, yes, I'm on my way. I asked my brother, come and go with me. I asked my friends, oh, come and go with me. Come and go, 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 come go with me. Oh, I'm on my way. Oh, yes, I'm on my way. Now, if you don't go into me, if you don't go, don't hinder me. If you don't go, oh, don't hinder me. Oh, I'm on my way. Oh, yes, I'm on my way. One more time. I'm on my way to freedom land, freedom land. I'm on my way to freedom land, to freedom land. I'm on my way to freedom land. I'm on my way, oh yes, I'm on my way. Oh, I'm on my way, oh yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way, oh yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way, and Odetta sang that song. And there were so many other songs, and there were lots and lots of speakers, and we sat on that sofa for hours. And then finally, I remember, and I don't remember him saying it, but A. Philip Randolph, who was the person who actually came up with the original idea to have the March on Washington, he actually came up with that idea way back in the 1940s. He wanted to bring people to Washington, and it wasn't just to, talk about, civil rights, voting rights. It was talk about labor rights and other ways of making America be what it said it wanted to be. And he held on to that idea for years and years and years. And then finally, he and people like Bayard Rustin, who was one of Martin Luther King Jr.'s close associates, and so many others, they put their ideas together and they planned out this amazing day. And finally, A. Philip Randolph stepped to the microphone and he said, "And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce a young minister, the Reverend Martin Luther King, Jr." I've always found that to be amazing. And Martin Luther King Jr. stepped to the podium. Now, a lot of people don't even know that Dr. King, when he was born back in 1921, he was not even named Martin. I just found this out a few years ago. But he was born and his parents named him Michael because his dad's name was Michael. And so it was that he started growing up there in Georgia and going to his dad's church. And he really, they say, was a great speaker even when he was about 5 or 6 years old. They used to push him up in the front and have him make little talks, and he was really good at it then. But his father actually was given a gift from Ebenezer Baptist Church in 1934, I believe it was. There was a conference over in Europe, and he was headed over, and the church paid for him to go to that conference. And he went over to Europe and he saw some amazing things. And one of the things he saw were the places where the great philosopher and theologian Martin Luther had worked and had made such an impact on the world, really inspiring the Protestant religion to come into being. And Dr. Michael King, visiting those places, were so struck by the impact of Martin Luther that he decided for himself that he was going to change his name. And that's what he did. He came back and he changed his name officially. And he looked at his son and he said, you know, I think my son is going to do great things in the world, so I'm going to change his name too. And he named him Martin. And Martin, such a bright child, went to school, graduated at age 15. He skipped the 9th and the 12th grades, went off to Morehouse College with no intention of ever becoming a minister. But he had such an extraordinary wit and such an extraordinary wisdom for his age and such amazing abilities to lead people that the president of Morehouse, Dr. Benjamin Mays, started talking to Martin and telling him that he had things to do in the world and that it would be best for him to do it as a minister. And it was there at Morehouse that he, even though he loved hanging out with his friends and loved playing a game of pool now and then, he loved the books, he loved studying, and he loved learning. And that's when he actually began to think about a dream of changing the world. Now, I just want to show you something that I've been sharing with a lot of the students as I get to work with them around the country. It's just a little piece that I put together about a year and a half ago. And it's just something that I think you'll enjoy seeing. We're going to share the sound and optimize this and hope that my skills at sharing still work. And here we go. Oh, let's back that up. It began as an idea. Words flowing from the hearts and minds of people who sought freedom, justice, and equality across long years of struggle. Words spoken on the winds of change, in a space where 250,000 people gathered for jobs and freedom. Well, I never been to heaven, but I think I'm right. People of every race and color, every religion and background. People who believe that the words of our Constitution gave them the right to be free. Their words, framed by the longing of their hearts and minds, were spoken by a man who was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. Martin Luther King Jr. grew from childhood into a man who would lead a nation and a world. He said,
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
But dreams don't grow on trees. They grow in the hearts and minds of people like Benjamin Banneker and Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Mary McLeod Bethune, W.E.B. Du Bois, Madam C.J. Walker, Jackie Robinson, bold thinkers, scientists, and inventors, abolitionists, Underground Railroad conductors, and educators, people who took the idea that all men are created equal to a whole new meaning. They turned it into art, music, education, and innovation. They knew that living a dream into reality meant working hard and keeping their eyes on the prize for hours, for years, for a lifetime. It meant fighting for freedom even when others were full of doubt and said, "You're not worthy." Martin Luther King Jr. knew about all those people, and they inspired him to have his dream.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream.
A dream of justice for all people. And now, his dream belongs to us. If we believe in each other, if we work hard to make our world a place of equality for all, one day together we shall all overcome.
Walking down the freedom road, yes, we're moving, chasing that dream. We're walking down that freedom road, one step closer to the promised land. Walking down the freedom road, yes, we're moving, chasing that dream. We're walking down that freedom road, one step closer to the promised land.
We will not rest till the storm is over. We will not lay this burden down. We will keep each other strong. We will love and carry on till we stand all together on solid ground. We will not rest till the storm is over. We will not lay this burden down. We will keep each other strong. We will love and carry on till we stand all together on solid ground. I know that you're weary. We all feel the pain. Sometimes the actions of the world will try your soul again, but I believe there's a better day, and it's coming our way. That's why we're raising our voices as we work today. We will not rest. The storm is over. Hey, we will not lay this burden down. We will keep each other strong. We will love and carry on till we stand all together on solid ground. Been a long, hard journey on a winding road. So many have gone before us. They carried a heavy load, but they went there singing as they made their way. Now it's in their footsteps we follow as we work today. We will not rest, will not rest till the storm is over. We will not lay this burden down. We will keep each other strong. Love and carry on till we stand all together on solid ground. All around us there's hatred. All around us there's fear. Violence touches our lives and the message is clear. We mourn our martyrs. In our hearts they'll stay. Then we'll sing, we shall overcome and go on our way. We will not rest till the storm is over. We will not lay this burden down. We will keep each other strong. We will love and carry on till we stand all together on solid ground. Till we stand all together on solid ground. Till we stand all together on solid ground. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, actually, of my Living Legacy project. And I'm the co-president, along with my friend Jan Snegas, of this wonderful organization that usually takes people on pilgrimages through Mississippi and Tennessee and Alabama. We've already had to cancel 2 pilgrimages this year, one in January and one that would be coming up at the end of February. We're hopeful that as the levels of COVID come down and as we're able to once again gather, that we had actually 5 pilgrimages scheduled this year, hoping that they would happen. And of course, on those pilgrimages, we have people on the bus and we sing together and we sing those songs and we visit about 5 or 6 places a day, sites of the civil rights movement. And of course, we remember Dr. King, but also C.T. Vivian and people like Joanne Bland, who we meet with in Selma, who tells us about being a 9-year-old on the Edmund Pettus Bridge on that day when Bloody Sunday happened, when they were marching to Montgomery. We remember all of those things, not just to remember history, but to remind us that look around. We have lots of things that we still need to do. We still need to be singing, but we still need to be working hard for voting rights and all sorts of rights that are still in danger, still being challenged. And I know that, Busy, you were saying that we should leave a little time for people to add in, to ask questions or to have comments. So I know that our time was a little bit off tonight because of our technical difficulties, but I have time. So
Thank
I'm
you
more
so
than
much, Reggie. Yeah, definitely. We should take some time. And if anyone does have a question, but before we do that, I do want to welcome Denise Jones, who was helping to do damage control in the other Zoom room, bringing everyone. So she's here. Denise is our Carpe Diem Arts Community Engagement Director, and also the head of Brass Ring Company. And so together, Carpe Diem and Brass Ring have been running this wonderful initiative called Healthy Families, Healthy Communities. Thanks to the city of Tacoma Park for their funding support and to our individual donors. So we're very grateful to have this house concert series as part of that initiative, and thrilled to have you, Reggie, be part of it. You have been such an inspiration, guiding light for us for so many decades now. Hard to believe, and how many, just incredible songs you've written and have carried on with those who have come before. And some of those stories tonight I have never heard. So keeping those stories alive is such an important part of carrying on Martin Luther King's dream and all of our dreams. So, and your mention of Bayard Rustin, I actually spent a weekend with Bayard up in upstate New York, along with my great friend, Gebra Meratab, who, and Gabe's niece, Sarah Gebra Mikhail, has been a part of our daily antidote of song. So anyway, it's just these small worlds coming together.
Yeah, really. Wow.
Large worlds coming into small worlds. So that, and also the mention of labor rights, along with freedom, that for the Great March on Washington. We have in the room with us Emily Glazer, who's the daughter of Joe Glazer.
Yeah, wow.
A great labor organizer, songwriter, song leader. So yeah, and Emily happens to be a neighbor of mine. So we see each other often, and that's been great.
Oh, very cool.
I also want to acknowledge in the room our board members, Paula Posas and Diane Harrison, and our staff. In addition to Denise Jones, Diane Dowling is here, and Jaden Brick is here. So thank you all for being a part of this Carpe Diem Arts venture. So let's see. If anyone has a question, do you want to use the hand raise function there? I haven't had a lot of practice with this, but
we'll keep our eyes out.
Yeah, Reggie, are you familiar with the Smithsonian Discovery Theater's Greatest Stories Never Told, that that bring to light some of the great stories of Black heroes and change makers over the decades?
I'm not.
Fantastic series. Ruby Bridges is one.
Okay.
Satchel Paige is another. I think Roberta Gaspari is the great artistic leader of that, and has come up with these great programs that have been coming into the schools to just help raise awareness of these important stories. And you've spent time at the Highlander Center, right, Reggie?
I did. I've been there a few times, and yeah, actually, I belong to a musicians union, Local 1000, Traveling Musicians Union, and we've had a couple of retreats there, and I just love the work that, of course, Highlander's done over the years. I talk about it a lot with Guy and Candy Carawan. We're friends, and Guy and actually Candy's still around. Yeah, amazing place.
Yeah, my daughter Molly and I were able to stop and see Guy and Candy shortly before Guy passed away.
Wow.
And when I was working at the Arthur Morgan School in CeeLo, North Carolina. I don't know if you've ever, the oldest land trust community in the country. We drove the Bluebird school bus over the mountains and visited a number of civil rights leaders. These were with 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. And we did a performance in schools and senior centers and at the Highlander Center. We performed for Miles Horton himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. And those kids, I'm sure, have never forgotten that time. So yeah, that was very memorable. And
I see folks writing.
Oh, are there some questions in the chat?
Yeah, somebody said they love the song I wrote about visiting my place of my ancestors, Hickory Hill in Ashland, Virginia. This has been such a remarkable opportunity for me growing up and becoming a songwriter and then visiting a lot of these places. I mean, the Highlander Center inspired 2 songs of mine, and certainly in 2012 when I got to walk on the property where my family was in slavery, Hickory Hill, it was an amazing time of inspiration. Tying these stories together, we realize that story is not only the way that we remember, what has happened, but it really helps us to center on who it is we are. I didn't realize in all of those years of working as a bridge builder, taking, training with the National Coalition Institute and working on prejudice reduction, I didn't realize how natural it was to come out of my personal story of being the descendant of a enslaved woman, Bibana Hewlett, and the master, Williams Carter Wickham, to have those 2 bloodlines coming together, and then to, in 2012, meet some of my Wickham relatives and realize that my bloodlines kind of empower me to be a bridge in this world. And this has been something that's been very natural for me since I can remember. So visiting that place and visiting other places where people are doing that work, it just really energized my music and also connected me to some really remarkable people.
Yeah, that is powerful. Somebody in the chat, and I'm trying to find who it was, said when you told the story about having this great dream growing up, particularly as an 11-year-old, of becoming a baseball player, the Phillies, and the comment was, "Baseball's loss, music's gain." We can all attest to that. Thank you for whoever put that in the chat.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. And yeah, your mother must have been a very patient
she was.
mom. Is she still with us?
She is not. She died in 2003.
Oh gosh.
But
that's too young, way too young.
It was way too young. But our last 5 years, we had a really wonderful time. And in 1992, when we found out about our history with Hickory Hill, I was really privileged to share that experience of a family reunion and to share that information with her, which really brought us closer together. And in the last few years, we were really able to heal some of those rambunctious connections that well, I was pushing the envelope. She sent me to a school across Philadelphia for junior high and for high school, and it put me in a whole new situation, out of my neighborhood. I was going to school with mostly white schools, and it opened up a whole perspective and a whole world for me that wasn't really part of her world. And yet she pushed me out there to experience that, as so many, parents and mothers did, so that I would see the larger world. And then when I saw that and began to respond and react, it confused her. And also she had great fear that, for what might happen to me. And in those days, of course, I thought I was invincible, but I now understand that her fears were real. And I was able to, but thank her for overcoming her fear of things happening to me and allowing me to move out in the world. And one of the last things in the hospital before she died was that she told me how proud she was of me, that I was traveling around the world and doing all these things that, growing up, no one could see. And
Yeah, that's remarkable. Yeah, very courageous of your mom, and foresightful. Yeah, that's fantastic. And where's your sister in the world?
my sister's in New Jersey. She's in Willingboro. And I was just texting with her today. And my sister had a double lung transplant. I've had a liver transplant, but she had a double lung transplant about 6 years ago. So she is, she's alive and mostly well, but her life has been kind of hard, in dealing with a lot of health issues. But she and I came up together singing around the piano and teaching each other harmonies, and so our start in the world is really a large part of why I do what I do.
Yeah, I imagine she remembers that time on the sofa, listening
Yeah,
to
she does.
Dr. King's speech as vividly as you do. So Denise, do you want to come in and say hello? And then I want to unmute and give everyone a chance to say thank you to Reggie.
There was a question in the chat, Busy. Someone was asking Reggie if he went to Central High School.
I did not. I went to Alney High School. I didn't have central grades. So, but I went to Alney, and I actually went to Central a number of times because I was, during my time at Alney, I was part of the Philadelphia children's choir, and so we used to meet at Central to do our rehearsals. So yeah, but I went to Alney.
I had a question in the chat, or a comment in the chat. So I'll just tell you, Reggie, lovely to see you as always and hear you. This has made my day and my week. Have you thought about doing a virtual tour for the Living Legacy? Because I think a lot of us would sign up for that. I mean, I want to do it in person, but
we have talked about it. We have not yet figured out. We've watched several virtual tours of that other companies have done, and to this point, we don't have the technical skills to pull it off. But it is certainly we're going to do something on that order. We have done for Living Legacy a series of online programs, and they're actually available at livinglegacypilgrimage.org. We did a whole series on voting rights.
I put that in the chat.
Voting Rights, the Struggle Continues, yeah. So we've done several, and in March we're going to do a concert that I'm actually putting together now, featuring some folks. I can't say who yet because we haven't heard from everybody, but there'll be a couple of folks and so we're going to do a concert, and then there's two other programs that we'll be doing, and we are seriously talking about doing a virtual program. But we have to have somebody on the ground there, and unfortunately right now it's just not safe to travel around. But yeah, thank you. It's an idea that is alive, and percolating.
So I also just want to give a big thank you and shout out to everyone here who's from our Daily Antidote of Song community, including Phil Hogg and Ruth coming in from the UK, where, what is it, 12:30 in the morning? Yeah. So special appreciation.
All right.
And then and Joe Rossi is here too, I believe. Joe, do you want to just say who's coming to the Daily tomorrow for those who might be new to the Daily Antidote and might join us? Are you here?
I'm here, and I don't remember who's coming tomorrow.
It's Arlene. Let me see, I can tell you.
Wait, I know, I'm looking too.
Irene Espiritu.
Irene Espiritu. She is Filipino. She's a singer-songwriter. She's been in the room about 3 times with us so far. And we're doing traveling and journeys this week. Reggie actually sang with us earlier in the week. It's been a great week. And thanks everybody in the room for all those faces I recognize for coming. And I hope you guys will join us for the rest of the week. And Reggie, I think you're so amazing. I'm always so grateful to be in your presence.
Oh,
Yes, I echo that. And the Martin Luther King week that for the Daily Antidote was truly phenomenal.
Yes, it was.
There were many times when there wasn't a dry eye in the house, I would say. So, and Reggie, you were a great part of that too. So thank you, thank you. You want to take us out with a song, or Denise, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming. The Healthy Families, Healthy Communities project is really dear to my heart in providing opportunities for people to come together over various art forms from near and afar. And we are so grateful to Reggie for the joy that he always brings in the room, the joy, the thoughtfulness. And I did drop in the chat the links to his Living Legacy project, the website and the Facebook page. They've got a wonderful report on what they did in 2021 as well. And I do hope that you all will come back and join us for our next house concert on March 24th. And
Cisa Paz. Yeah.
Yes.
And also those of you who have made a New Year's resolution to get more exercise and we have the perfect remedy, perfect offering for fun and fitness together with Vinny Muano doing hip hop on Monday evening, same time, 6:30 to 7:30. It is so much fun. So consider that. We would love to see you.
And I should also mention that we have healthy cooking classes and quilting conversations and crafts. And for those of you who are local, we will have a public art, a community art project happening in late spring as well. I think I'll put the flyer in the chat so you can check out what we're doing. And you can always go to the Carpe Diem Arts webpage. That's what I'll put in there. The link for the Carpe Diem Arts webpage, Healthy Families, Healthy Communities, and our Facebook page link as well.
And one more quick thing by way of introduction to the teaching artist for the hip hop class, Vinny Muano from the Democratic Republic of Congo. If you Google Muano Brothers, MWANO Brothers, you will see them on Dancing with the Stars, and it is amazing. It also tells the very compelling story of their having had to flee the DRC very quickly when their father was assassinated. So it's a really moving story of how they overcame a lot of obstacles as immigrants in the US. And so, and meet Vinny live on Zoom on Monday nights at 6:30 East Coast time. All right, Reggie, you can sing us out of the room. That we would love to have a closing song. Thank you again.
Well, I'm gonna sing us out on a song that came to me in 2016, and this came into being for so many different reasons, but it came at a high moment of frustration, and that's often the best songs, because it channeled into remembering all those folks who have been part of bringing me to a deeper sense of hope and a deeper sense of action. I was thinking about my mother getting me singing. I was thinking about all those amazing elders who sang around me as a child and just filled my body with rhythm and music. I was thinking about Pete Seeger and Bernice Johnson Reagan and Matt and Marshall Jones, and I was thinking about so many people, and two words came to mind on that frustrating day. Glory, hallelujah. Well, I was sitting here thinking about the world today. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Got a lot on my mind, but I'm blessed to say, glory, hallelujah, I'm ready to go. We're all living in the world turned upside down. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Gonna take some time to turn it around. Glory, hallelujah, I'm ready to go. Oh, mama, it's a long, long road. You got me singing with the seed you sowed. It's up to me, so come what may. Glory, hallelujah, it's a righteous day. Glory, hallelujah, I'm on my way. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-ba-ba. We got a world of trouble and a world of pain. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Gonna take them turns in freedom's name. Glory, hallelujah, I'm ready to go. When the haters pull up, I just sing my song. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Keeps my mind on track, keeps my spirit strong. Glory, hallelujah, I'm ready to go. Oh, mama, it's a long, long road. You got me singing with the seed you sowed. It's up to me, so come what may. Glory, hallelujah, it's a righteous thing. Glory, hallelujah, I'm on my way. And we're singing now. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-da-ba, ha-ha-da-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-da-ba, ha-ha-da-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-ba-ba. Well, I know I can't do this all by myself. Oh, glory, hallelujah. It's a long, hard journey, gonna need some help. Glory, hallelujah, I'm ready to go. Well, I'm sitting here thinking about the word a day. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Got friends by my side, and I'm blessed to say, glory, hallelujah, I'm ready to go. Oh, mama, it's a long, long road. You got me singing with the seed you sowed. It's up to me, so come what may. Glory, hallelujah, it's a righteous day. Glory, hallelujah, I'm on my way. Oh, mama, it's a long, long road. You got me singing with the seed you sowed. It's up to me, so come what may. Glory, hallelujah, it's a righteous day. Glory, hallelujah, I'm on my way. And we're singing now. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da-da-ba, ba-da-da-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-ba.
Wow, fabulous, Reggie. What a perfect closing to send us on our way with great spirit.
What a joy and what a delight. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being with us. Such a gift. And thank you everyone for being here. Feel free to unmute and say hello, goodbye to Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie. Mwah.
Thank you. Great.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. It was
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Thank you so much.
Not just music, it's also history lessons. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank
Bobby.
you, Reggie.
Absolutely.
Oh, Reggie, I'd walk a mile to see that smile.
One mile.
One.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really inspirational.
Thank you all again
Oh,
for
thank
coming. We'll hope to
Thank
see
you so
again.
much.
Thank you,
Hi,
Reggie.
Susan.
You're so welcome.
You are beautiful.
Bye.
Hi,
Good night,
Denise.
everyone.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night,
Thanks
all.
again for coming, and we'll see you at the Daily tomorrow with any luck, and at our next house concert.
Yay.
Take care.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Reggie.
Thank
Thank you for a great program.
Thanks Denise, for hosting.
Bye, Reggie.
Bye-bye.